Alrighty. So this is like a reboot of the channel or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't anything big, so not even a reboot, but this is it's a new beginning, that's for sure. So to go over it briefly is about 2 years ago had a channel and or this channel, and what I wanted to do with it was just do talking videos like this more for myself so I can look back on it and for other people in the future so they can look back on it once I am successful and so they can see the learning process and what it looked like for me. And that's what my thoughts are on what this channel should be now. And the whole reason why I mainly stopped is because about 2 years ago or year and a half ago, I was trying this channel out and I just got lazy, I guess. And well, God put me back on the right path, and look where we are now. So we're doing good, doing great actually. So what I wanted to talk about today is asking for God's guidance. So a big book I'm a fan of is The Greatest Salesman by Ogmandino, and what it is it's just repetitions of a chapter. You'll have to look up the book to know what it's about, but you read a chapter over and over again, and it ingrains a principle, a a method for your life to benefit you in your brain through that repetition. In the last chapter of that book is it ingrains the idea that you need God's guidance. And I have seen this over and over again countless times. And so let me explain that. God is not going to get you out of bed and make you do the work. He's not going to magically give you things, or like I guess he could, but in what normally happens at least, it's not just given to you. But if you pray for the guidance and the steps you need to take, he will give those things. He will close the doors in your life. He will open the doors that need to be opened so that you can carry on with this plan for your life. And you're the one that needs to take the action, and he will give you the steps. That's the whole plan about it. And another thing I found interesting in that chapter was there was another thing about a boy asking his father for bread, I believe it was, and it was just a metaphor relating to this whole scenario. And so the boy asked his father for bread, and he didn't get bread. And then it was saying, well, isn't that an answer within itself? That maybe he doesn't need the bread. If you're asking for money right now and you're not getting that money, maybe you don't need that money right now. You're going to do something bad with it, or you're not going to be able to hold on to it, and you're just not ready for it. That's what it's all about. And so that's how I look at my faith, that I'd have to trust his timing with everything. And that wraps up into my business now. So in high school, senior year, I had a car detailing business. I still do have that car detailing business, but it was doing darn good. And my parents wanted me to go to college, so I had to put that to the side, essentially. And what we did is lend it off to two friends. Not lent it off. This is really bad storytelling. But all you need to know is it's still running, but the essentially we couldn't continue with that business. And where I'm getting with that is we had to start a new business, and we didn't know what that was. But God, over the course of college, has led us to making an app for car detailers. And so that app is live now. It's called Detail Pro Plus. We have probably only 10 users, and it's only been live for a month, so they haven't even converted to a real subscription. They're still in the trial. But sorry, brain's not braining right now. Well, if you run a detailing business and you're watching this, well, go get that app, yo. But I don't think anyone will be watching these videos for a little bit, and they're just to look back on anyway. But one day this will be big. Can guarantee that. Where I'm getting with this is, so we have that detailing app and the detailing business. It's spider webs, and with that spider web, they're both helping each other. It's like I've been watching a podcast with All In, and they interviewed the CEO of Uber, and what he was saying is every single thing they have Uber Eats, and now they're getting into other things, but they all spider web off the initial thing of traveling people. That's how your business needs to work, or how what I've been realizing your business needs to work. And so now we're getting to the point of what I was explaining with God. I need to work on storytelling, as you can tell. So we just finished the app, and around 4 months ago now, OpenClaw came out, and all these agentic systems like Cowork Now, which is not OpenClaw, but you can get it to still do cool things and schedule tasks. And we were getting super excited about all those things and trying to rush into a new business for some reason, because we wanted to optimize those things by starting meta ads and stuff like that, because we thought it would be easy, and it truly would be easy, but there's no spider webbing in that. And we were rushing off into a new business when we have our babies, the detailing app and the detailing business, and we're just going to leave them in the dust essentially. And we, at the time, we didn't even think anything of it, because we are thinking bigger into the open claw and using all of that. But God intervened. We prayed about that chapter for guidance, and the next morning, out of nowhere, eyes open, and we clearly see, what are we doing? We have these two babies, we have grass that is dying, and we need to water it, and we can grow garden from this. We don't need a new garden. We have the garden right in front of us. And so that's what we're realizing now. And you know what? Even the meta ads spiderwebs back into this, because once we water these gardens, have them fully set up, what we're doing right now is setting up base functions with Cowork so that most of the functions of the business are autonomized, and then we can move into building the original thing we wanted to build with meta ads and all that. But you know where the spider webbing comes in? It is going to be marketing both of these apps, or not both of these apps, but both of these businesses, and helping to grow both of it. And from that, we'll learn the skill of meta ads, and it will be growing this, in that it will all just, it's not vertical integration, but whatever you want to call it. But right now, God is doing something real, because without this, we would have literally just left the two in the dust. And that's just, couldn't even tell you. But I hope from this, well, my future self will know what I want from this. I really don't know. But we're going to figure that out, and I'm going to be consistent, because right now is the hardest I've ever been working in my life. 12, 10-hour days, 7 days a week, and I enjoy every second of it, and I'm blessed to be able to have the work ethic from God to be able to do this. But what I want to get on that is the whole guidance part about God. You need his guidance for everything, else you are going to make mistakes, and you are going to be led down the wrong areas. Or maybe not, but I think it does help, and it gives you comfort every step of the way, knowing I'm in the exact position that I need to be for this to happen. And I love that feeling. It's a sense of peace, it's a sense of comfort, and it's wonderful. And I'm trying to keep the videos around like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna get a lot better about my dialect and storytelling, whatever that means. And one day, people will look back on this when I am successful, when I do have the things that I've been working towards, and they will be able to learn from this. And that's the whole goal. And it will also just be astonishing for me to look back on this when I really have okay, I actually have a lot going for me because I've been blessed in this life, but business wise, not successful at all. Or somewhat successful, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting to. I'm just a little nobody right now. But only time will tell. Peace out, yo.